Man, this is like this is a tough video to make for my subscribers, man. I've been a gamer my whole life. Like I stay caught up with anything video games. I've tried to quit games in my life before. I always come back to it. Bear with me here. Just tell you how I feel. So about me, guys. All right. I'm not like bragging or anything. I just give you my background.
Hold them off while I transmit this.
I started playing video games when I was 3 years old. This is back in the 90s, right? I grew up playing on Atari, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, GameCube, Game Boy, OG Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Super... Oh, sorry, Nintendo 64. Like, I've been around the block a few times. As I got older, right, I grew up playing Halo Combat Evolved on the PC. The first time I got that game was 2001. Some of my subscribers, I bet you weren't even born yet. I started playing Halo Combat Evolved back in 2001. I was 11 years old. That's when I noticed, okay, I'm not bad at gaming. I'm like, my skill level's like above average. I started practicing on PC like it's many hours every day. I was actually in a clan with like older guys. I was the youngest person in my clan. Like I actually disappeared for like a month at a time back then in my Halo clan. I taught myself how to like snipe, basically stuff you see in like modern like FPS. I just went on my own like soul searching journey back then. I think like that's what made me the gamer I am today, which I'll get into like my next part. So I came back to my clan back then for like after my 2 or 3 month hiatus, and then like the older guys like, holy shit, how did you get so good suddenly? Like something about me just changed. So the next part, right? As I continue to get older video games, Halo 2 comes out on the original Xbox. I tried it on a friend's Xbox and it was really fun, and like then I ended up playing it on my PC back then. And like I was telling you guys how my skill level was progressing, right? I still remember to this day. I was in my zone. I had a game back on Halo 2, like Slayer. I had like 75 kills and like 2 or 3 deaths just from sniping. I was holding down an entire lane by myself, just destroying people. And this is back when I was like 13, 14 years old back then. So then we progressed after that. I started playing Halo 3 that came out. I think that was 2008. That was like when I was 18. I was huge on Call of Duty, right? So I made one of the hardest transitions I made was from PC to like Xbox. I wanted to be versatile. So I was playing like the OG Call of Duty back then, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, 3, etc. Dropping nukes on people from sniping on Xbox, just having so much fun. That led me into finding other games, right? I got into Battlefield 1943 because like Call of Duty was dying down, like it ran its course and just like other stuff going on. Battlefield 1943 came out in like 2009, and then man, this is what made me progress, you know, as I'm getting older back then. Battlefield Bad Company 2 drops 2010. I'm set to leave to the military like the next year. I'm not gonna tell you guys what branch. I'm still active service. Man, like this game, that game made me what I am as a gamer. I started playing Battlefield Bad Company 2 for like 15 hours a day, just practicing and practicing. I became like ungodly skilled at sniping. Like I can't even emphasize. I still maintain that skill set that I brought over from PC to Xbox. So back then, I was #1 in the world on Xbox 360 with my favorite sniper rifle on Battlefield Bad Company 2. I was the #1 most skilled player in my state, because like back then we had leaderboards, you could track all this. I carried that same energy, right? I carried that same energy over to Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4. I was maintaining like the top few games. I was like top 10, 100, top 10, and then like a top 100 and a top 1,000 in the world with like the M98B on Battlefield 3, and then like the SR-61 on Battlefield 4. Basically, so I was like top 0.1% most skilled player with that gun, like in the world, just up there with other very skilled players. And if you don't like play daily back then, or like maintain your kill count, you're gonna go down on the list. You're gonna lose your spot. So basically back then it was just like you're competing against other skilled players. Like you had to keep getting kills, like averaging like 20 to 30 kills a game just to stay up there. So then this, okay, I know it's been long, guys, bear with me, we're leading up to it. I was so burned out, man. Just years and years of playing FPS games, 12 to 15 hours a day. This is like back when I was like a teenager. This is back in like the 2010s. And then 2017, right? Hold on, I want to one more comment before we get to that. So then Battlefield 1, right, is where I just like I started like letting Battlefield go, letting like being top of the leaderboards go. I had a message one time from a gamer who was just so upset because I was on a cliff in Battlefield 1. You guys probably know the desert map. I can't even remember it. Like the huge open desert map. I love that map. Yeah, I was on the cliff. I was sniping the enemies as they spawned and just like trying to progress. I think I killed the same guy like 5 times. I didn't even mean to. He ended up in my crosshair. This guy was so angry. He sent me like a message on Xbox. He's like, "I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill your entire family." That just like that really affected me. Like if I'm using my skill level just to break people down, man, like what's the point? Like people like me, I gotta use that skill level against, I guess, my peers, which is like something I never cared about. I didn't want to go to like LANs or just like competitions. I just never had the time. I didn't really care about like other priorities in my life. So then as I'm just like on soul searching again, right, in 2017, I found Destiny 2. I remember standing there. This is like as I'm older, right? And I'm like, back then so back in 2017, I'll tell you guys, I was 27. Now I feel like an old man telling you like my gaming life story. I remember standing there with my wife. I saw Destiny 2 on the shelf. And like I looked at this game, I checked out the cover, you know, because like I don't play games unless they seem interesting. So I was like, okay, like I saw like the Hunter and the Titan and the Warlock on the cover. It was like back then when I was like on my peak Battlefield, I actually tried Destiny 1 on a roommate's Xbox when I was living in Texas. I tried Destiny 1 PvP and like it was pretty fun. I never got hooked into Destiny 1. I didn't really like fuck with Destiny 1. I didn't know what it was about. I wasn't really interested. Like Battlefield wasn't my game back then. So I got Destiny 2, man, and I think this is like my final form as a gamer, man. Like this game I have 271 days played, which is like 6,500 hours. I've spent more time on this game than any game I have ever played, like ever. It just it doesn't feel real that like it's going away. I have so many good memories from this game. Like to name a few. Year 1 doing the Leviathan raid. I was in a clan back then. I had no idea what I was doing. Like they're typical toxic Destiny 2 community. Like they're gatekeeping. Like they wouldn't teach you the raid if you didn't know how to. Ended up leaving that clan because like they only played with each other. I was like, whatever. I've always like I've not really been like a really social person, you know. I like playing stuff solo, and like Destiny 2 has a huge solo community. I finally end up learning the raid back in year 1, which was awesome. Like the Leviathan will always be my favorite piece of content in this game. I loved every single encounter. I love the visuals. I love being on the Leviathan and just looking up and looking how big it is. I love the weapons. I love back then, like when you're fighting the majors, the orange bars, you know, it was like if you mess up, like you're gonna get your ass kicked. Then your team's gonna be pissed off that you wasted a revive. Because like now our power fantasy in this game, like we're so over leveled, like major, like, it doesn't even matter. But back then, like you had to be on point, which I miss. Yeah, and then just like the other stuff in this game, like as we progress throughout the expansions, a lot of people hated the Curse of Osiris. I wasn't a huge fan, but there's some things I really enjoyed about it. Like the Osiris and the Sagira story. Because I'll show you guys, I've had this with me ever since it came out. Not the original one. I think this I don't remember. I probably pulled this one again, but like that's always been my favorite ghost shell from back then. Yeah, I remember Curse of Osiris, two tokens in a blue. The devs are always gonna get shit for that one. Yeah, I mean, I love the guns from Curse of Osiris. Like they look really cool. I wish they would have like progressed them further. Year 3, I don't even remember. Just trying to go off the top of my head. Give me a second. Okay, yeah, we had Warmind. Sorry guys, I had to look it up. I'm old, it's been a minute. We have Warmind, man. Yeah, that was fun. Like Escalation Protocol. I grinded the shit out of Escalation Protocol with some former clan members who ended up being toxic individuals. Man, I grinded that event so many times, bro. Like 90 plus runs to get that motherfucking shotgun. Just to delete fucking strike bosses and other stuff. Year 2 of Forsaken, man, that was peak Destiny 2. Like the Prison of Elders and Cade dying, the Dreaming City, and just like the Tangled Shore and other stuff I can't remember. With former friends slash clan members, because those individuals are toxic, man. Like Destiny 2, you had to be there. I stayed up all night, and we were like the top 0.000% of people in the entire world to like unlock the Dreaming City through the quest line, because like the quest was like fucking ridiculous. And just like seeing that achievement on Xbox when we got to the Dreaming City, knowing we were like among the first few people to get there, was just so cool. Yeah, I remember Shadow Keep, like the moon's haunted. I like the dark aesthetic to that. It was cool. The Witch Queen was one of my favorite expansions. Savathun and the voice actress always gonna be one of my favorites. Savathun is like by far my favorite character in Destiny 2. I wasn't really feeling like Beyond Light and the Destiny content vault. I just it sucks like they say they had to make space for other stuff. I was never really a fan of like using an outdated engine. Like I get it. I'm not a game developer, but I get it. The Tiger engine is from like 2007. I just wish they had other ways. Man, then we had Lightfall. I love like the skimmer that came eventually. Don't care that much about Neo Luna and stupid Nimbus and his like cringy voice lines. I don't think anyone in the community cared for Nimbus. Man, the final shape was epic. See, community, world's first raid team is kill douchebag. I call him the train head. He reminds me of like the steam train when the cutscenes. I miss like the dark. Oh, I mean, I'm gonna miss like the dark themes about like Destiny 2, where you're like going inside of like a fucking room and there's like a dark pyramid inside, and like it's just the spooky vibes, man. Like that's why I love this game. The Edge of Fate, honestly, is where Destiny started to fall off. Like they lost 97% of the player base. They're turning into like a fucking ball, man. Like it just became ridiculous, and like the stupid portal I was not fucking with turning into a ball. Like that's where Destiny to me honestly fell off. I don't know what was going on through the thought process there. I'm not like a diehard Star Wars fan. Like I appreciate the movies. Like I know it has a huge fan base. I thought Star Wars is its own universe. I just thought it has no place in like Destiny 2. I get it, man. Like I'm not bashing the devs had their thoughts. Yeah, I still think the Destiny universe and Star Wars is like separate universes. Should have just never been mixed. That's where really like I knew Destiny 2 is just it's on life support. After the Star Wars, man, yeah, they lost 97% of the player base, and then we get to the news like that it's coming to an end. I heard the developers didn't even know that it's like pulling the support, which is crazy. That's like, to me, that's just typical Bungie. I'm not a fan of past Bungie leadership. All we hear about is like the bad, right? Especially Mr. Pete Parsons, who led Bungie through Halo days. Like, I think that individual is just driven by greed and does not care about actual products. Like, you would assume most CEOs, right? They only care about money and like making sure their company survives. But then the fact that you hear like former Bungie employees saying that Mr. Pete likes to brag about his fucking car collection while there's pregnant developers getting fucking laid off right before they're like on maternity leave, like that. Yeah, that just irritated me, man. Like, fuck you, Pete. Like, you're a greedy motherfucker. And universe karma will find its way to you, Pete. That's all I can tell you. Like, treat others how you would want to be treated. I expected a lot out of this game. I'm guilty of like bashing on it, like many, getting heated at the game. I used to actually talk shit when Joe was in charge of the game. Like, come on, man! Like, you're the game director, and we got fucking enemies you can't even kill, right? I was really irritated back then. And then Joe went on his stream, you know, on the infamous overload incident. I'm not gonna watch it because I'm not gonna like bash an individual. But peak Destiny, man, was when people like Joe were in charge. People who actually loved Destiny. That's really where it fell off. There's so many like of these super talented game developers at Bungie who absolutely adore this beautiful creation they made. Like people like Joe and like other people, and they're forced to live, I mean, work under greed from people like Pete Parsons, and then you hear about like lawsuits and other shit. If these people weren't under like time constraints, man, like you would have got like peak Destiny. Everything in the world is just driven by money and timelines. The entire team at Bungie, whether current or former, who helped make Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, man, like, I'm gonna close this video saying I hope you guys don't give up. Like, if you really like something you're passionate about, I just hope you guys don't give up, man. Like, your entire community wants Destiny 3. This is not like a cope take right now. I just hope we can see that from the people who made this in the future. That's all I can tell you. That'd be awesome to see, like, the people that gave us this years of entertainment we all love and enjoy, and to see them make the next chapter. And when that day comes, man, I'll be like, damn, like, good for you guys. Like, I knew you had it in you. Like, I'm always gonna believe in them. Destiny is not like any fucking game that I've ever played. It's different. You just had to be there. I wasn't there for Destiny 1. I was busy doing other stuff, but like Destiny 2, you had to be there. You just had to be part of it. I remember back then, like when I first started this game, man, like we did strikes with like the timers and just like all the craziness. Did grandmasters with double primaries, ran out of fucking ammo. One of my favorite activities was farming grandmasters. Like that was just always, I love doing like difficult content like farming grandmasters or solo dungeons, solo flawless dungeons. I didn't really raid that much in the game. Like I only honestly did raids if there's like cool piece of armor or weapon that I wanted, like the one on my back. Favorite grenade launcher from the Vow Disciple raid. Crafted version. Yeah, this one has 56,000 kills, like it's my favorite one. I missed like a lot of like the year 1 raids. A lot of people hated the Eater of Worlds. Like wasn't like an actual raid. I forgot the other term. Oh, it was like a raid lair. Yeah, man, I missed that shit. And then like the other one I didn't get to do that much. It's like they brought them out and then they just took them away. Like they got vaulted. Like I miss a lot of those raids that they took from us. But yeah, man, we'll end this long video saying like Destiny 2 is what made me hit my peak as a gamer. As somebody who came from like the FPS competitive world. I met a lot of amazing people playing Destiny 2. There's a lot of toxic ones out there, like I'll keep it real with you. I don't talk to those people anymore. They're just so full of themselves. But who knows, maybe we get to reconnect one day when they become different, but I doubt that will happen. And then all the content creators, man, like all your guide videos that I've watched over the years, like I appreciate all you guys. My favorite guides, I don't care if I get hate for it, will always be Rick Cactus. He just straight to the point. He's wholesome content creator. Now he's a dad content creator. Then I fuck with other content creators like Fallout Plays, Lucky 10p. All you guys have made like awesome guides. And then Esoteric #1 also guides. Like Esoteric is a god. Actually, Bungie shut down Destiny 2 because Esoteric has soloed everything. Like they're scared that he's gonna solo their next piece of content. And then like all the raid teams I've watched on their day 1, man, like y'all are incredibly skilled gamers. I'll still give you shit though because you're on PC. Like let me see you do all those things on console. Because yeah, I mean back then like this game, console and PC was 2 different worlds. Like PC wouldn't get 0 recoil. Nah, man, it's all in good love. Everyone who's been a part of this game, like, it sucks, man, that, like, you don't know the way forward. But I know it's gonna be cringy closing this video with what I'm about to say. I'm glad that I became a guardian during a point in my life where I was like lost. I'm glad I became a guardian with like all of you in this community. And I hope you guys like just carry that forward with you. Whether it's Destiny 3 in the future, or we find something else like we all can be a part of. Like, people gave Luke Smith shit for saying like the real end game is like the friends or whatever. I mean, I don't care if I get shit for saying that. It's true. The game is what brought us together, but you have to understand like the people are what make the game. Like, this wouldn't be a game without you guys playing it. So keep your head up, take that energy to the next game and the next community that you either find or you're currently a part of. And then this is also for Lance Reddick, man. Like, he loved this game. He would have been proud of every single one of us for continuing to play this game. Lance was a Titan, man, and he's always going to be our commander whether this game exists or not. So that's something we can all take with us. Keep your head up, Guardians, and we'll see you on the next one.